welcome to Nana's Cook and Craft Corner. On this video, I'm going to show you how to make these sweet little flowers. They're pretty easy to make. They'll go on great on journals, gifts, whatever you want to use them for. And so let's get started. I'm just going to put this to the side. Now this is pretty simple. What happens is this flower can be used for anybody can make this because it doesn't use a die cut. So technically you got to go, well, there's no technical about this, but anyways, you're going to do three, like 1, 2, 3, we're going to do 6 petals. It doesn't really matter how perfect they are or not, but the whole point is you need to do 6 petals. Now I have one I already did right here. So you cut this out and it's right here. That's going to be a little bit bigger flower, but I like this size, so I'm using my one already. So you're going to take a piece of paper, and now I'm going to have it this color. So I'm going to do it at the opposite end so you won't see the pen marks. This is done on a 4x4, probably takes less than that. So this is a great project. This is a great project to use up on your you know, leftover scrap paper, which I love doing that. I like using recycled stuff, and I like using up stuff that you have around and you don't know what to do with. So this is one of those things to do with it. So I'm going to trace it 3 times. I mean, see, if you can see, I'm not really being perfect because it really doesn't matter because the flower petals are not perfect anyway. So, but pretty easy to do. Okay, so if I didn't make a mistake, I just come back and fill it in. And now, if you like the pen mark, one of these I did the pen mark right here, and it looks fine. That's kind of cool. So whether you put the pen mark, don't put the pen mark, use a pencil, doesn't matter. All right, so we're going to do this. Now the time comes where I have to cut all 3 out. So we're going to cut, all 3 out right now. Okay, so you have 3 cut. The first one we're going to do is you're going to cut into almost the center and cut half the petal off. It doesn't matter which petal, just half a petal. That's number 1. Okay, for the next one, you're going to cut 1 whole petal off, go to the center, cut a petal off, and then you're going to cut half the one beside it. Now for the next one, you're going to cut 2 petals off, and cut 2 petals off, and just trim here and cut half of that petal off. So basically it's 1, 2, none, like half a petal, then 1.5, then 2.5. So there you have your 3 petals that will form the flower. So now the next stage is where we need the glue. So let's start with the base petal, which is going to be the biggest one, where we just took a half. Now we're going to put glue on here on the section that's the half petal, and we're going to do this to all 3 of them. Come around and glue, just leaving a space. Alright, we're going to let that sit. Make sure it's down. I'm going to let that sit. We're going to take number 2 now. Do the same thing. Put it over here on that cut petal and turn it around until it forms like a cone. Alright, and that's sit. Alright, and then we have the third one. We're doing the same thing. We're going to take a piece of the front of the half petal. Alright, and we're going to come around. This is a little tighter one, this one. We're going to come around and overlap. You don't want any of it sticking out here or at the bottom. So, oops, let's make sure it sticks here. Alright, we're going to let that sit for just a couple minutes. Well, not even a couple minutes. Just wait till it dries a little bit so it's not going to move out of its place. So, we're going to make this a little flatter. You could leave it like this, but I want my flowers a little flatter. So you're going to come across and cut the back of it a little bit. Slice it. And we're also going to turn the petals down. This is a good time. You can use your fingers, or you can use something where you want to curl the petals if you have that, but I'm just using my fingers and that works well. And I can actually pinch them too a little bit if I want to come in here. Pinch it up a little bit, turn them down, pinch them. All right. And I want that, I want it flat, but not too flat. So that's the first petal. So the second, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to cut the cone part off of this to make it a little flatter. All right. If you don't like it, just trim a little more. And we're going to turn it around, and we're going to do the same before I glue it on. I'm going to pinch it, turn the ends down. Now, there's another thing you could do. I didn't do it on these flowers, but if you'd like to take, before you turn the petals down, if you want to come around and just put some ink all the edges of the flowers, that'd be okay too. But I'm not going to do that for this one, but you could. Just an idea to show you if you want to make it more vintage looking. So when I got it all turned the way I like it, I'm going to come and put some glue on this one. Alright, just a little bit of glue. Put it where you want to do. Overlap the petals where it looks good for you. You overlap them, okay? So now the last one, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to cut the cone out. And we're going to come across and bend all of them down. And put some more glue to this one. Just a little bit of glue. Alright, and again I overlap this one too. And you can lift the petals up a little, let it dry a bit before we put the center in. Just the way you like it. Now, it doesn't have to be totally dry. Right now I'm going to put the next stage I do is I put a wooden bead, whatever color you want. Of course you could use anything, but on the flowers I'm showing you right today, I used a bead. I thought it looked kind of cool. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a wooden bead in the center here. And as it dries, you can fluff up the petals, whatever way you want. And I put a diamond, or you can put a pearl. I put a pearl on this one, but I have two choices, and I haven't figured out which one I like the best. I can put the diamond, or do I want to put a green one? And I think I'm going to choose just the white diamond pearl. I thought green would look good on it, but I think this was better. Or like I said, you choose whatever way you want to do the center. That's what I did on these. A wooden bead, a little diamond of your choice, or pearl, or, you know, that's how simple that was. So okay, so the next step after you put the flowers together, we're going to add, this is a glitter glue, or I think they call it in the UK stickles, but I'm not sure. That's what it reminds me of. And it really, you don't have to put this on, but I really liked what it looks like, so I come across all the edges of all the petals, and I add this on to the base of it. This, I don't know, I like the look of this. You don't have to, and you can use any kind of glitter glue or stickles, I think in the UK they call it, on here. I really like it, and the holidays are coming up, so this would look really pretty on a package, even a journal. And here's another one for a box. I think that turned out pretty good. I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now and have a great day.